This episode is powered by British Gas, with Peak Save helping you get more out of Sundays.
With Peak Save, electricity is half price every Sunday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Perfect for putting the kettle on, watching the football and running big energy appliance like your washing machine or dishwasher while you relax.
Same Sunday routine, same plans. You are just making the most of half price electricity for the things that use the most energy.
And with 5 hours of cheaper electricity every Sunday, the savings start to add up.
Plus, British Gas now have a new exclusive BWSL fixed tariff for fans, players, or anyone who's part of a club, guaranteed to be cheaper than the January price cap.
So Peak Save looks after your Sundays and the BWSL tariff looks after the rest of the year. British Gas backing the BWSL on the pitch and supporting fans off it as well.
Search British Gas Peak Save to find out more.
Terms and eligibility apply. Peak Save requires a smart meter and normal standing charges apply. Welcome to Daily Brightness, the Q&A episode, the one that we love answering all your questions.
We do.
We're excited to get into this one. I've missed this one. So here we go. Do footballers track their sleep?
I've got my Oura ring. I always wear my Oura ring, but I must admit, I do think sometimes you can get in a habit of like...
Bit psycho with it.
Oh my God, my score says 44, like I can't function today. Like, No, I can absolutely function. So if it says I've had a good sleep, brilliant. But I don't get wrapped up in it.
I was doing it for a while, but I started getting a bit psycho with it. I was like...
Yeah, no, I think it can play mind games with you.
I'm not a very good sleeper. So let's say if I've slept like 7 hours and the watch says like 4 hours, it just I'm like, oh my God, I can't train today.
Yeah, I do think it makes people like that though.
I don't do it
so
anymore.
Listen, if you want to track your sleep, I think it's good. But I think if you're an addictive person and it's going to like play on your mind, then I wouldn't advise it, because I've seen a lot of that with players that it becomes and they're like, oh my God, I have the worst sleep. I can't do this. No, you can. On average, I probably get like 5 hours.
Yeah, sometimes I might have a good sleep, right? I think I've had a good sleep, which to me could be like 5 hours.
Yeah. And you watch this otherwise.
And then I check my thing and it's like, oh, terrible sleep. You only slept 2 hours. I was like, what?
That's just how I am as well. But anyway, do you put milk or cereal in first?
100% cereal.
If you're putting milk in first, it's a red flag. We just
Massive
can't
red
be friends.
flag.
Like,
it doesn't make sense to me, because you've got to put the cereal in to see how much milk you want to go.
Yeah, and then if your cereal's going to sit on top and the bottom bit's going to be soggy and the top bit's going to be like non-milky.
I know. No, absolutely. Whoever does that,
cereal first. I'll debate that until I'm dead.
Did the fruit orange come before the colour, or the colour orange come before the fruit? So did the colour come before the fruit?
So they're saying...
Would you call the orange
was there
orange?
an orange? And then we go, oh, that's the colour orange. Or did we say orange is the colour and then an orange
think orange
came?
is the colour and then an orange came.
See, things like this blow my mind, because then I'll start thinking about space and why is a fork and a knife a knife.
Yeah.
And I can't. That baffles my brain.
Right, I'm going to say the colour.
Right. If you two, me and Rachel, were an ambulance crew, who drives, who treats the patient, and what's the emergency? I think I'd be driving, because I feel like I can get to A to B very quickly.
But but that's what I was thinking. Like, you're a very fast driver, so I was like, put you in there. But also, if someone's in a bad way in the back, I don't want you to be swinging the van around the corners.
I wouldn't be swinging it around, love. I'd be handbrake turning before I get to the corner, and then we'd be drifting, so it'd be a smooth entry. And I'm sorry, love, but if you're dying, I've got to get you to hospital.
Millie, you'll drive and I'll treat the patient.
You're treating, and I also think Rachel is more of a logical thinker. I'm very impulsive. I'm very like, stitch it up now.
No, I'm very impulsive, but I think when it comes to like health,
you're better.
I think I'm in crisis.
Yeah,
I'm probably a bit more calm.
I'm like, if there's a wound, let's stitch it right now. Don't need gas and air. Suck it up. Let's do it. Basically, I'd treat you how I would treat myself. Which is not always the right way. So I'm driving.
Would you rather play football in flip-flops or cowboy boots?
Cowboy boots.
100% cowboy. I ain't kicking a ball or getting my toes trodden on in flip-flops.
Cowboy boots all day long. Do you know how good a toe punt would be in them? And I love cowboy boots. I love farm life. Brilliant. Okay, next question. Are you watching Traitors? If so, who are you rooting for? Confession, I am currently not watching because I've been too busy
Millie, you need to just
I'm sorry. I will. I'll
when you get a
dedicate
few
some time.
hours, just binge, because it's so good this year. Because I don't think I'm going to ruin it because it shows it in the first episode, but I'll tell you quickly, right? There's a secret traitor in this year's one.
Oh.
So we didn't know who it was. So we were effectively playing the game.
Yeah.
Because you know who the traitors are, but then they're governed, all their decisions are governed by the secret traitor, and they don't know who they are.
Ah.
So good.
Okay.
Anyway, it's hard for me to really talk about it because you're going to watch it.
Yeah, but it's fine.
So
I'll probably forget in an hour anyway.
I won't go into too much detail, but Fiona was so stupid, this woman. She was the secret traitor. So I'm not going to, I can't say anymore because it will ruin it for you. That's already going to ruin it.
I will
You'll
watch it and I'll tell you
anyway,
what, we'll discuss it on another episode.
Favourite Christmas gift you received this year, and what gift did you give to someone that they loved? I didn't really do Christmas presents this year because, this is my theory, unless it's for kids, everyone else can just go buy what they want to do all year round. Like, if I need a new hoodie, I'm going to go and buy it. I'm not going to wait till Christmas to ask my mum to get it anymore.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I just think, if you're going to get me anything, just get me like socks or pants or, you know, things that you're just like, or anything for the house, really. But
yeah.
I just think a lot of the times now in families and stuff, we just waste so much money on each other. And it's like, for what?
I know.
I'll give you 100 quid, you give me 100 quid. What's the point?
I do get what you're saying. To be fair, we've started saying, like, just focus on the kids. Like,
yeah, 100%. Get the kids loads.
I mean, I'm a gift giver. You know me.
I'm a gift giver, 100%.
I can't not. And I was like, I'll just have a quiet year. Won't do anything. Obviously, just bought another house. I was like, no, I need to. And then I still obviously got people. But we did gifts. So I'll say, I think I love when the kids open their presents. I think that's something that I really like.
I think I also didn't bother with Christmas presents this year because obviously, like, people have helped me so much with the wedding, and
yeah,
we've spent a lot of money on the wedding, so it was like, yeah, just don't bother. But
the favourite one I did get, which made me cry, my sister Amy, she got me a photo frame. And it was pictures. It was a picture of Zeus, which my friend Stephen, he's a photographer. He took an amazing. He did like an album. Zeus had his own little photo shoot, bless him, before we had him put down. And then on the other side was a picture of me and him in front of the tree. And my sister got me that. So that was probably my favourite one, just because I didn't expect it, and I'd got no pictures like that. So
yeah,
that was it. It was so close to like losing him. That was probably my favourite one. But I love sentimental presents.
Sentimental gifts, 100%. They're the best.
Or that, like you said, I can go get anything else myself. Like, I don't need people to waste money on that. But anyway, we are going to take a little break. We'll be back very soon. Questions are flying so far. Lots of exciting ones to come.
Welcome back to the second part of our Q&A. The first half has been, like Millie said, great questions. And Millie, I'm going to ask you, what's the best book you've ever read? You must have read a book.
I wonder why you're asking me that. Listen, Millie has a few struggles reading to start with, and then reading a book is like, I forget the page that I'll be 2 pages in and I'll think, well, who's that person? I need to go back to that page. So I have to go back and read the first page, and then I'm never getting through the damn book. Like, the book's taking me years to freaking finish. But I have completed a book. Obviously, I've read more books when I was little because they were like 10 pages, way easier. The book that I did complete was You.
Oh, nice.
Because, like anything, same as movies, reading, whatever, same as anything in life, if I'm interested in it and I'm like, I'm hooked, I'll be like fully invested. If it's boring, you ain't getting any of my time. But I did have to keep going back and reading the page before. I have to do that a lot. Or I have to scan read.
Yeah, I do. It is quite hard. That is quite hard to get out of that. I used to do that all the time, but figured out how to read. So,
anyone want to give me some tips?
My favourite book
What's
I
yours?
read was either Verity or The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
I've
Unbelievable.
never heard of either of those.
I think you'd really like them.
This segment is powered by British Gas, the official energy partner of the Barclays Women's Super League.
And they also present British Gas Save of the Month across both the BWSL and the BWSL2, recognising the moments that genuinely change games.
So we thought we'd talk about something that doesn't always get the headlines, the biggest saves we've seen in the BWSL and the BWSL2.
Millie, what are some of the best saves or the best keepers that you've ever played with, or best saves you've seen?
I'd say Anne at Chelsea. Obviously, I got to witness her. I think she's one of the best keepers that I've ever seen, ever played with. You know those moments where you're thinking, this has got to be a goal.
Yeah.
And then somehow, like she'd save it. I think she had a moment in the Euros as well, an unbelievable save for Germany. I think it was just another example of the qualities that she has and the capabilities to be able to do those saves. I'm like, I don't see many female keepers do that.
Well, I think as a striker, I don't like goalkeepers, but as a defender, you love goalkeepers.
Oh, 100%. Especially if you make a mistake as a defender, or say you get beat, like there's going to be strikers that you get beat against and then they pull an absolute worldie out. I'm like, I always go, Jesus, thanks for that, mate. Like, absolutely saved me there. But yeah, I think Anne was one of the best that I've seen, I think, in like open play, but I think also penalties as well. Our Champions League, when she saved, and it's what sent us through. So yeah, I think she is unbelievable at that. But I think Hannah also at Chelsea at the minute, you see some of the saves she makes and you're like, how have you even done that? Like,
I think what Hannah's is raw talent, but sheer athleticism. The way she can get across a goal and kick with both feet.
Plays a little bit like an outfield player.
Yeah.
She moves like an outfield player.
Like when she was at Villa, she used to train outfield and she wouldn't you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
She was a keeper. But I think that they have the hardest job, goalkeepers, because, I mean, who wants to just launch themselves out in that goal in the mud every day and like get balls pelted at you?
Have you played in goal?
Do you know what? Never played a game in goal, but I used to always go in training. I loved it. I actually like, because we're a bit nuts, aren't we? So we probably would enjoy just throwing ourselves at stuff.
I played in once. We lost 8-0, so I think that speaks for itself. But I did nearly dislocate my shoulder diving because I didn't appreciate you have to learn to dive. Like I just saw you just like you said, we're a bit crazy, so you just throw yourself at it.
Yeah.
And I also kept defending corners and crosses with my head, and they were like, "Use your hands." I was like, "Oh yeah, crap, I'm a keeper." Like
when I was in training, I used to just dive with my feet and try and save my feet.
Yeah, but I do think it was a real appreciation, and I do think it's a little bit. It's hard because 9 times out of 10 they get remembered for the mistake that they made, either trying to play out or they didn't make that save, but they never
don't get enough plaudits, no credit.
So yeah, I think it's a very, very difficult position, but I think I've definitely lucky enough to have seen, a lot of top keepers, and I'm just like, it leaves you like gobsmacked and like my jaws on the floor.
How have you actually just done that?
How have you done that?
You touched on penalty saves there, Mill. Obviously, it's a very hard thing to do, but on that, the British Gas Save of the Month winner for December was Elaine Lett from London City Lionesses from a penalty save. I don't know if you remember it, but it was a decent save.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. I think even that, like, being able to, people forget that keepers need to memorise where all penalty takers are going to go. Like, that's part of your analysis, so being able to dive the right way, and then 2, the save that she pulled off to make that. Congratulations, fully deserved. A massive, massive shout out and a huge amount of respect for keepers.
For all goalkeepers.
Definitely a position we won't be taking up.
Those moments don't always make the highlight reels first, but they're often the reason teams get results.
And that's why British Gas presents Save of the Month across the BWSL and the BWSL2, highlighting the saves that really matter.
And with Peak Save Sundays, you can make some important saves of your own on your energy bills.
British Gas powering the Barclays Women's Super League. Search British Gas WSL Football to find out more. Terms and eligibility apply. Peak Save requires a smart meter and normal standing charges apply. Your fingers have fingertips, but why do your toes not have toe tips? What do you call it? Well, you do say tippy toes. I'm on my tippy toes. Like when you say, "Oh, I'm walking on my tippy toes," like
you'd be like, "Oh, I've just stubbed the end of my toe." You wouldn't say, "Oh, I've just stubbed my toe tip."
My toe tip's hanging off.
My toe tips are killing.
They have been recently though, with how cold it's been. I'm going to start saying that. My toe tips were freezing after the game.
It is true. I always think, like, who comes up with these things? But it's so true.
Like, why is an arm? Don't even get me started. But let's start a new thing. We're now going to refer to it as toe tips.
Toe tips. My toe tips are killing me.
My toe tips are freezing.
Right, next question. Someone's put, what's your New Year's resolutions? We don't have any, do we, Mill?
No, we don't.
We don't really fully agree with them. I just think if you're going to do something,
do it.
Do it. You don't need to start in January.
And I don't like this like dry Jan and stuff like that. And like, I just think life is about, like, if you want a happy life, I always think consistency. If you're going to do something, be consistent. If you want to improve something, be consistent. I don't think you should take, like, no, I'm not quitting chocolate and sweets for a month. I'm not. Why do I need to do that? I just need to be consistent with the amount that I have and make sure that I work hard enough so that I can have a little bit, and then that's it.
I agree.
I'm going to keep my pick a mix. Thank you very much. Ooh, girls. How do you deal with someone giving you mixed signals?
Oh, no,
chuck them in the damn bin.
No agony aunt again.
I love these. Oh, can we bring some more of those back,
Yeah,
please?
I'd like to bring
anyone
some more of those
listening,
back.
I really, really enjoyed those. Well, personally, with me, I'm very much like black and white. What you see is what you get. So if there's mixed signals, get in the bin.
Neither of us like grey area, do we?
Get in the bin. I cannot deal with it. It messes your head. You don't know where you stand. There's too much confusion. It then becomes...
I just don't understand why people do that, though. Just ask...
If you're not interested, just say I'm not interested. It's very, very simple.
Either ask them outright, and if they don't give you an outright answer, then back off.
Block and delete.
Block and delete mixed signals, because they're shit.
Yeah, I just don't get it, and I don't think it's acceptable. And I also just think it's a waste of time. Like, why are you wasting time? There's someone out there that's ready to give you the full signal, the green signal, not the amber. Don't be an amber, be a green. Or just be a red flag, be a complete red flag. I'd rather you be a red flag than in between.
Yeah, at least it's black or... Well, it's not black or
Yeah,
white.
so
red or
for
green,
me, it's
but you know
block
what
and
I'm
delete,
saying.
get in the bin. Charlotte, get them in the bin. Or ask them outright.
Fob them off.
Fob them off. No time for that.
Right. Would you rather get stranded in the snow or on a beach?
It's got to be beach. I do love the snow, but I'd rather be on a beach with a cocktail. And
Imagine just being stranded on the beach in a warm place.
be perfect, especially in the world these days. Get me on the beach.
Yeah, can we get stranded?
Can anyone
there now?
like make me and Rach stranded on the beach? Just drop us off somewhere and a stash
You know,
of
you have, like,
cocktails and
you used to have like snow days as a kid. Can we have like a beach day?
yeah. Can we just have a beach year, not a beach day, bestie? A beach year. Oh, I like this one. Best thing about your hometown. Water. Harrogate water.
No, I would say my hometown.
I'm going to say the community, the people.
Yeah, that's nice. Yours is quite tight knit, isn't it?
Like
Quite
everyone
small
knows
community.
everyone. I could pop in down. I can pop to Mary's down the street and have a cup of tea, and like everyone's welcome. And I think everyone, when there's a crisis, everyone comes together. That's what I like. So big up the Martians.
Yeah, I would say my hometown is just really pretty.
Ah,
It's really, really pretty. Like it's the flowers and
is that why you're so pretty?
I think so, yeah. Shout out to Martin and Louise for bringing me up in Harrogate to make me pretty. No, it's just really, really beautiful. Every time I drive through, I'm just like, it's so... And it's so like English, like old English, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
proper.
it's just, yeah. And it's just home.
Home always will feel home, though, don't you think? As soon as your car, like you drive into it, it feels like
Yeah,
I'm
I think
back.
I grew up, when I grew up, I think I never appreciated how nice it was.
yeah.
But now it's like, I go back and like, it's actually such a beautiful place. We've got time for one more question, and it is obviously about the dogs. What is the naughtiest thing your dogs have ever done?
Well, I'll go back to Frank because Frank was the devil in disguise, but he was so funny. I loved him. I love that dog so much. I had a couple, there's two things that literally stand out. The girls are like little sausage dogs. They're no harm to no one. Frank was a big Doberman. I had a couple of people around, just having a little get together in the house. And I said, whatever you do is going through a phase where if you turn your back, he'll nip your bum. So please don't turn your back on him and don't run in the house. I said, whatever you do not run. It is a signal for him to chase. So Sam Kerr literally was in the living room. She ran to the bathroom and I was like, stop. And then she was pinned up against the front door. Like, she was like, Millie, Frank. And he was just there like ready to, and when he used to nip people on the bum, he used to use his front teeth. Weren't like a proper bite. He nipped with his front teeth. So it was like a little, and then he'd leave like little marks. That was the first thing. So he always used to do that to people, but never did it to me. Then we were out for a walk once. I mean, if this lady listens to my podcast, I do apologise. We're just out on a walk. He looks good as gold. He's not doing anything. He was trained, like we went to all the training camps and stuff. And then it happened so fast. And you know me, I'm bad in these situations. There was a lady and she was in a dressing gown just on the front porch. She might have been having a cigarette or something. I don't know. She went to bend down and pick something up. Well, obviously Frank saw that as a perfect opportunity. He's like, oh, that looks a bit peachy. I'm going to go for it. So he nipped her on a bum in a dressing gown. And then she went, oh! She stood up so quick, and like once she made that noise, I literally just burst out laughing. Bestie, I was crying. I couldn't stop laughing, and then it like tapped, something clicked in my head, and I was like, I'm just laughing in this lady's face, and my dog's just like nipped her on the bum. But as she stood up, she went, oh, he's just bit my bum. And I was gone. I was totally gone. And then Frank, I just looked at Frank, and he just looked up at me as if to be like, I don't know. I don't know why I did it. And I was dying, and then like a couple of minutes later, I went, God, I'm ever so sorry. I said, are you all right? She went, yeah, it just really hurt. It was just like a nip. It just really hurt. I was like, I know what they feel like. And then we just continued. And I went, come on, Frank. And then we continued on our walk, and that was it. But it was more, she was in a dressing gown, and then it was the noise that came out of her once she did it. And she stood up, oh, he's just nipped my bum. And then that's what made me laugh.
Absolutely wet myself.
But that was his thing, and I couldn't get him out of it for no love, no money. I could not get him out of it. He just loved nipping people's bums. And I was like, this is a problem. This is actually a problem.
That's good.
But he gave me no warning at all. Like, if he was like, he wasn't an aggressive dog, but if he would have been giving me signals that he was like tugging on the lead or growling. He was just walking, then he just went, it was like perfect timing. I was like,
that just really, really, really made me laugh. I needed that today.
I was just stood there laughing at a woman that my dog had just bit a bum. I was like, brilliant. But she never came
to be fair, you are terrible in those situations. Like, you just laugh.
I'm really bad.
But I don't know. My dogs aren't really that naughty, except actually,
I'd say Louis at the minute with his ding dong, mate. It's not an ideal situation.
He's schlong. Well, actually, I tell a lie. I went for breakfast this morning.
Don't tell me you did it there.
Yeah, he walked into the restaurant and just cocked his leg up on that artificial plant. I thought, and just weed all over it. So I was like, right, I'm off.
Elsa chews letters.
Yeah, they're not that naughty. Yeah, Louis did that when he was a puppy.
She
they're
actually
not that naughty.
chewed my OBE letter as well.
You should put a baby gate across the front.
I just need to be quicker when the postman comes.
Yeah, but if you're not in.
I know, but I'm glad you had a little giggle there.
Oh, that's really, really, really made me laugh.
Right, guys, that is all we have for you today. But again, as always, we have loved it. It's one of our favourite things to do. So keep the questions rolling in, and we would like more of those situations of when you want Millie and Rachel's advice, because we're not very good at giving it.
Yeah,
but
we like that.
So yeah, keep them coming. But take care, and we'll be back very soon.
Goodbye.
Bye.